when you use sources and whether intentional or unintentional, try to assassinate someone's character like that report does for Zach, I have a real hard time with that. Basically saying that this kid is quitting on the team and doesn't want to play and has given the middle finger to the organization. What is your impetus? What is your motivation to try and bury someone like that? And that's a problem with the organization. We need to get to the bottom of whatever this is coming from and put a stop to it privately, because there's no place in a winning culture where, and this is not the only time, there's been a bunch of other leaks. I think it's chicken at its core, and I think it has no place in a winning organization to be.
All right, so it's Aaron Rodgers talking about a report, and just for those who haven't been following the story, because, why would you? It's the New York Jets, and Jeff, I know you're a Giants fan, so you must be enjoying this. This has been going on for years and years. It's been going on, Jets. It should be Jets, : This ish been happening since 1969, since Super Bowl III, okay? This is just what they do. Jeff, this is what they do. They've had talented players. They've had talented coaches, talented executives. They've had high expectations. They've had all this stuff over the years, and somehow they find themselves in the same position. Just dysfunction and foolishness and mistakes they're so correctable, they're so avoidable, yet they keep falling into these same potholes. They keep stepping in it. And so Aaron Rodgers is responding to this report that Zach Wilson's like, hey, I don't know if I want to said to a teammate, apparently, and I think we might know who the teammate is if you just follow the bouncing ball here with the Jets. Said to a teammate, hey, I don't know if I want to play. I don't know, there's an injury concern, and they probably don't want me back. And that story gets out, and The Athletic does a report, and Aaron Rodgers, I know he's got some shade, Jeff, toward The Athletic and the reporter, but he's really, and I agree with him here, he's really saving his harshest criticism for the Jets and the leaks that are a part of their culture. What do you make of this story with the other team in New York City?
Yeah, the thing with Aaron is he's 100% right in what he's saying, like you said, Holly. But at the same time, when has there never been leaks? If there weren't leaks, 25% of what journalists do with reporting on teams wouldn't happen. This is just the nature of life. I would be more upset at whoever the player was if they voluntarily leaked that to the media, as opposed to leaking it on behalf of Zach so that this notion of him could be out there, because he is going to be QB1. He is starting for the Jets. So we know he is willing to start because he has the job. But I wouldn't blame him for having some type of hesitation, because he knows what's going to happen. Him, Boyle, and Trevor Siemian have basically played about the same. And he knows he's going to, first of all, nobody came to see him this season. They came to see Aaron Rodgers. And in 4 plays or whatever, Aaron Rodgers was done for the year. So now it thrust him into an unenviable position where he has to start again for a team and a fan base who wasn't trying to see him start. He gets knocked out, and now he has to come back to start again and accept all this ridicule and scrutiny that he doesn't really deserve, because he probably wasn't expecting to be in this position in the first place to start the season. They restructured their entire offense and low-key their organization to fit AR.
Right.
So I can understand. I don't think he's wrong for hesitating. Publicly, he's going to step up, because when you have a duty and a responsibility, you do so. But I can't knock him for thinking about the opportunity cost here.
And you know what, with organizations, I know, you're not going out of your way just to slam the Jets, because the Giants are having to have their own struggles, but they've been champions more recently than the Jets have. And so, you got, and plus it's the Giants versus the Jets. And so you got that old money thing going with the Giants. I mean, like, it's the Giants, you know. So we've been around. We've been around for a long time, you know.
Right.
You know, going back.
I mean, the fans are fed up too, Holley. The Giants
Yeah.
fans are still fed up, but it's a little more tolerable because we saw there was a progression and a plan.
Exactly. Made the playoffs last year and then kind of regressed this year. Actually, with the Giants, and that different story for a different day, 2022 for the Giants was supposed to be 2023. 2023 for the Giants is supposed to be 2022. That's who y'all were supposed to be last year. Like, hey, you know, maybe win 5 or 6 games and start building something, and then next year make the playoffs. I just made the playoffs a year early, so it's kind of messing with people's heads a little bit. But with the Jets, it's not just a New York thing. This is what happens with bad organizations. Behind the scenes, I'm sure there are nice people taking sides, people hedging bets. Okay, who's going to survive? Is Joe Douglas going to survive? If he is, I need to hitch my wagon at Joe Douglas. Is Robert Saleh going to survive? I'm not sure. So I need to distance myself from Robert Saleh. How about Aaron Rodgers? Is Aaron Rodgers a power player more than a quarterback? Does he get to pick who stays and who goes? I'm going to hitch myself to Aaron Rodgers. It's just a mess. Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.